It's intriguing anytime I hear about a new company formed to develop and deliver a new vehicle. Starting a completely new automaker is quite a task, but it's one that some still see the potential in doing, especially when the folks in charge believe there to be accessible gaps in the market. Slate is the newest group on the block, and the gap they see is affordability. That's not crazy, considering the average new car costs a serious amount of money. So Slate wants to bring something simple yet effective to market. Say hello to the Slate truck. Now this is both exactly what it seems and much more than it seems all at once. What you're looking at is a very basic electric 2-seat pickup truck. But the name Slate should give you a clue as to why the company is starting with what it sees as serving as a blank canvas. The 2-passenger truck can easily be transformed into a 5-passenger SUV box. Perhaps you prefer a more fastback look, you can have that too. If you want to turn the truck into an SUV, you purchase the flat pack accessory kit, which features the body parts, a roll cage, airbags, and the rear seat. You can then install it yourself or pay to have it done for you. Other options for customization include a vehicle wrap program, which again, you can do yourself or pay someone to not screw that up. Let's get back down to the simplicity of the initial vehicle though, because there are some fascinating choices being made here, all in the name of simplicity and cost savings. For one, the interior has old school crank windows. The wheels, they are 17-inch steels. Inside, there's no infotainment on board. Instead, there's a mount for a phone and a place to connect a USB cable. Slate says you can also mount a larger tablet there if you prefer. Still, this is a modern vehicle, so it needs to adhere to modern safety standards. The Slate truck is fitted with active emergency braking, forward collision warnings, and depending on how it's configured, has up to 8 airbags. In terms of a powertrain, the standard setup features a 52.7 kilowatt-hour battery pack powering a 150 kilowatt motor that drives the rear axle. This power package is good for 201 horsepower, 195 pound-feet of torque, and an estimated driving range of 150 miles. There's an optional larger pack, however, that jumps EV juice storage to 84.3 kilowatt hours. It's still the same single motor system, and range rises to an estimated 240 miles. Slate says the truck has a curb weight of just 3,602 pounds. It lists a payload of 1,433 pounds and has up to 1,000 pounds of towing capacity. In terms of charging speed, it is fitted with a NACS charging port and can handle up to 120 kilowatt speeds. Not revolutionary, but useful in that you have a lot of charging station options. The big news, of course, is the targeted price. Since this vehicle is set to be built at a reworked factory here in the US, it will qualify for incentives, assuming those stick around. With those incentives, the target price will land under $20,000. Slate says you would order one online and then take delivery somewhere near your house. Additionally, you could find service centers in your neighborhood. I have to assume the plan would be to leverage the existing network of Amazon-owned facilities spread around the country, as this automaker is backed by Jeff Bezos. Regardless of the final logistics of it all, I do think this Slate truck is pretty darn interesting. I love that it looks like a bit like an older Defender with hints of new Scout and the upcoming baby Rivians. I find the potential price point fascinating, though I would be very curious just how much extra the increased battery pack will cost you. I'd also love to see some ready-to-go upgrades, including a lockable rear diff if possible. But it's hard to find fault with a company eager to bring a customizable, potentially useful, and seemingly very affordable new EV to market. Slate is asking for $50 reservation fees if you're interested, and that figure is refundable. I know these won't work for everyone based on availability of charging if you can't charge at home and projected range, but I would love to turn one of these into a little mountain bike hauler to hit my local trails. And yes, I've already photoshopped one on how I'd spec it because of course I have.